swear, this happens every video. Hi you guys, so in this video I'm going to be sharing my top 5 favorite games to play in an ESL classroom. I've been teaching ESL abroad for a couple years now, and I find that games are just kind of a foolproof and great way to get your point across. And these games are great for all different ages, and you can customize them to whatever kind of lesson you're teaching for the day. They have basically no preparation and basically no props needed, so they're super easy, and I hope that you find them helpful. So first off, this is a really popular game, and it's a hit with basically every class I've ever taught. It's called Hot Seat, but there are actually 2 other ways that you can play it that I will tell you about in just a minute. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to divide your class up into 2 teams, or you can do more than 2 teams if you want. One person from each team is going to sit in a chair facing away from the board so they can't see it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write something on the board. It can be vocabulary from the day's lesson, or a phrase, or whatever you want. And the rest of the team has to try and get the person sitting in the chair to guess what that word is or that phrase is without using that word. So you can either do it just like that, that's the easiest way. You can also play it in a way that's called password, where you only allow the teams to use 1 word at a time. So if you wrote the word sky on there, the original way you could play it, they could be like, when you look up, it's blue and there are clouds and airplanes and stars. If you play it in the password way, they'd have to be like, blue, up, sky, planes. You can also play it like taboo, where you have the 1 word that they're trying to guess, but then you give 5 or 6 words that they can't use. So if it was sky, you would say, you know, they can't use clouds or blue or planes. And so they have to work around that. That's usually better for more advanced classes because they're going to have a wider vocabulary. That's just a really easy game to get them on their feet, get them really excited. This next game, you can put a lot of work into it, or you don't have to. It's kind of up to you how much you want to customize it to your specific lesson or your review lesson. It's a really popular game and my students love it. It's a version of Family Feud. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to have different categories with kind of the most popular choices in each category. For example, the category could be sea creatures. So the choices might be shark, clownfish, dolphin, whale. So then each team, you can either go 1 at a time, or you can give 1 team, 5 guesses. And however many of those animals that they guessed, they get a point. So if they guessed 3 out of the 5, they would get 3 points. If they got all 5, then good for them, they get 5. If they don't get all 5, you can throw it over to the other team, see if they can guess. So it's a really good game to work on, different kinds of vocabulary. If you're just trying to get them to think and work together, it's a really good game, and it's really fun, and it's kind of funny when they don't get one. They're like, darn it, I should have known that. The next game is very, very popular with ESL teachers, and that's a board race, a relay race. That's so easy to customize. Basically just get your class to line up in 2 or 3 lines and give them each a marker, say go, and they have to run up and write whatever you're asking them to on the board and then pass the marker to the next person. So it can be used for spelling, give them a word and they only write 1 letter at a time. It can be for grammatical sentences. They have to, fix whatever's wrong in the sentence or add a word. There's a cat right here. Ow. She's biting me. Stop biting me. So yeah, it's very easy to customize, and it's really, really fun and really competitive. And you can use it basically in every lesson that you ever teach. Next game is especially good for younger classes, but I've actually used it kind of jokingly with older classes because it's just kind of pure fun. It's really, really good if you are teaching colors and or body parts. The game is called Red Elbow. Basically what you're gonna do, each turn you're gonna pick a color and a part of the body, such as red elbow. It means that the students have to go find something in the classroom, red, and touch it with their elbow. And and it's a race, you know, whoever is the last one maybe is out, or maybe, you know, however you want to play it. So the next time it might be green knee or blue nose. So it's just a really, really good way for them to work on their colors and cat. Life is so difficult. This is the only game that takes a little bit of preparation, but it's really good for review classes. So if you know a review is coming up, you can kind of be prepping for it in the days before the review class. Say hello to the people. Say hello. I want to eat you. Okay. The game that I'm talking about is a version of Jeopardy. So you can either just go online and Google, and sometimes I've done that. You can just kind of do a general, you know, elementary ESL questions or teenage ESL questions, whatever you want. But a really good way to do it is to just be prepping, you know, in the classes up to the review lesson, picking out different questions. Basically how it goes is you have a number of categories, and within those categories you have 5 or 6 questions. Each of them are worth different points. So you can play it as a team or you can play it individually, and the students will pick a category and how many points they want to play for. If they get it correct, they obviously get those points. If they don't get the points. Or you can throw it over to another team, see if they can answer it and get the points. So yeah, it's really, really easy, and it can go on for a very long time. You can easily play it for an hour-long class or longer, and it just depends on how much time you have to prepare for it, but you can also find a lot of information and helpful questions through Google. Well, that is all that I've got for you guys today. I hope that you found this helpful and that you can maybe use these in your classroom. If you'd like me to make any more videos like this, because I have a bunch of other games or ESL tips that I can gladly bestow upon you guys. If that's something that you're interested in, just comment down below and let me know if you have any other, you know, awesome ESL games, because I will steal from you shamelessly. So yeah, let's share the ESL tip love, okay? So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and until next time.